L. L is a world-renowned detective and main antagonist in the Death Note series by Tsugumi Oba. He's a one-man detective who identifies the criminal killing maniac, Kira, through intelligence alone. One of his most insane observations was that Kira could kill with no direct contact, but with a name and a face alone. His first act in a Megamind Big Brainiac was the Lind L. Taylor broadcast. Taylor pretended to be L, announcing he'll find Kira, baiting him to kill Taylor, which he did, revealing Kira is also in the Kanto region, as it was only broadcasted there. Many question this sugar-eating fanatic about his abilities when first viewing him. L tends to second-guess everything he is presented with, and is extremely meticulous and analytical. L operated in virtual shadows, but examined Kira's habits in a logical and sequential manner. Basically, picture this. You obtain a device which can game-end literally any human in the world, whom you write the name down in it, and in any way you want.
Yet you get caught, because L figured out you were a child for having a weak sense of justice by krilling criminals, a student for doing it after school hours, that you have a big ego by attacking the fake L, able to game-end someone by having their name and face, and that you are related to an officer because you have access to police files. What I'm getting at is if he was able to snuff out this guy that quickly, I'd be amazed if you lasted a singular hour without getting caught by him. Also, he stopped World War III at age 8. Nothing too important.
If I were to encounter such a monster, I would likely be eaten by it. Because in truth, I am that monster.
Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter is the main antagonist of the NBC show Hannibal. Hannibal uses his intelligence to manipulate, deceive, and stage sophisticated mind games. Hannibal's intelligence is nothing short of extraordinary, manifested in his gargantuan mind palace, one mental creation so rich and expansive that it holds not only information, but whole experiences, including memories and even sense. Where most can barely recall simple information, Hannibal sails through a whole palace of information with ease. He's meticulous and perceptive. He pays attention to every single detail, every single twitch and movement that occurs from the other person. Aside from his intellectual capabilities, Hannibal's flexibility is unmatched. Contrary to his need for routine and luxury, he can easily fit into any scenario, be it evading capture or residing in prison. His perfectionism means that he does not make the same mistake twice, banking on any weakness observed for future use. His knowledge encompasses medicine, history, literature, and the arts, and can recite poetry, compose melodies, and even create his own theory for time travel.
Killing must feel good to God, too. He does it all the time. And are we not created in his image?
Lelouch. Lelouch v. Britannia is the main protagonist of Code Geass by Ichiro Okuchi and Goro Taniguchi. What makes Lelouch's intelligence so prevalent is his ability to think several steps ahead, manipulate others, and seamlessly execute complex strategies. As soon as he gained access to the Geass, a supernatural power, he didn't just use it. He studied its mechanics, testing its limits to maximize its effectiveness. In spite of not having any field experience, Lelouch had taken the Black Knights to victory over Britannia, creating battle strategies in real time. Another example of Lelouch having 10 gazillion IQ is when thrown into the midst of battle and recently reinstated as leader of the Black Knights, deceives the enemy into believing they've secured the upper floors and all but one exit, then detonates a bomb that destroys the upper floors and wipes out the enemy outside. He even outwitted Mao, a mind reader, with recordings and mental manipulation. His ability to form sophisticated deceptions, such as faking his death several times, reflects his Sun Tzu art of war type mindset. Lelouch's genius extended far beyond warfare. He organized funds, gathered followers, and planned a full-scale rebellion under a secret identity.
I commit evil to destroy the greater evil!
The Doctor. The Doctor is the main protagonist from the Doctor Who series. The Doctor is a Time Lord who travels through time and space in a time machine called the TARDIS. His intelligence shines through his ability to outthink formidable foes and engineer elaborate solutions. You know what? This series is too long. Let's just name stuff he's done. In the Day of the Doctor, he not only brings together multiple incarnations of himself, but also freezes time in a desperate attempt to save Gallifrey. In The Girl Who Died, he uses his profound scientific expertise to transform a Viking village into a formidable stronghold against a relentless foe. Here's another kicker: when he negotiates peace with shape-shifting Zygons in the Zygon invasion, turning potential conflict into harmony. Let's also mention these guys. These are the Silents. Basically, a species which are able to make those who see them instantly forget about seeing them, make them invisible to all. So theoretically, they could be standing right next to you right now. But you know, our boy, the Doctor, managed to beat them by using the moon landing footage in Day of the Moon. His ability to adapt on the fly and utilize every resource available display just how truly smart the Doctor is.
I'm not running away from things, I'm running to them before they flare and fade forever.
Baku Madarame.
Madarame Baku is the main protagonist of the manga Usogui. Baku is a gambling addict or genius, whichever you prefer, renowned for his incredible strategic intellect and unmatched analytical abilities. His talent for predicting opponents' moves with almost supernatural precision lies in his deep insight into human psychology and masterful manipulation skills. In the ruthless Surpassing the Leader game, in 2001, Baku lost, surpassing the leader after Kiruma anticipated his bet on air traffic, stripping him of everything. Yet he smiled in defeat. Years later, he regained his chance, using psychological manipulation and calculated risks in a twisted version of Drop the Handkerchief to outsmart Kiruma, which, yeah, he won.
I can't stop winning!
His extensive study of gambling mechanics, coupled with a phenomenal memory that can recollect intricate details of past games, cements his status as a formidable opponent. Baku's razor-sharp intellect is also complemented by his highly skilled voice imitation abilities, which allow him to convincingly impersonate others at critical junctures.
To tell you the truth, I love to gamble.
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards is a superhero from Marvel. He's known for his groundbreaking inventions that have significantly advanced science and technology in his world. Reed has proven himself to be a genius in virtually every science native to Earth, in the known universe as well. Here's just a quick list of random things he's done: developed unstable molecules, which are materials that adapt to various environments and energies, used in the Fantastic Four's uniforms to accommodate their unique powers. He created a special headset that allowed him to enter the fictional world of any book. Richards also created The Bridge, a device enabling communication with alternate versions of himself across the multiverse, facilitating the exchange of knowledge and strategies to tackle universal threats.
I can think of 14 different ways to seal you in that armor forever.
Tokuchi Toua. Tokuchi Toua is the main protagonist of the series One Outs. A psychological tactician and grand strategist, Tokuchi bests opponents not with raw skill, but with raw brainpower and mental manipulation. With pitches deemed worse than a high schooler's, Tokuchi outthinks professional hitters by getting in their heads and manipulating them with their own anticipation. His skill at manipulating spin on a ball allows him to make pitches that deceive even high-class hitters. Tokuchi's intelligence extends far past the field. Years of life as a gambler,
Let's go gambling!
having honed his ability to dissect people and situations in a matter of seconds. He constructs complex plans in the midst of a game, such as when he manipulated the Mariners into getting in their own heads through use of the weather and their own phobias, manipulating odds in his favor. He won't rely on chances or luck. He will play such a psychological game with you that in the end, you would feel that you are his pawn. Even when faced with challenge, Tokuchi remains calm, proving that his intelligence is nothing if not adaptable.
Those who use cheating as their weapon will be strangled by cheating in the end.
Brainiac. Brainiac is one of the main antagonists of the DC universe. Basically the big brain villain, if you couldn't tell by the name, with a 12th level intellect, many times larger than a mere 6th level intelligence of a human. He can digest information at unimaginable velocities, develop complex plots, and build incredibly sophisticated technology. His most infamous doohickey being capable of shrinking whole cities down to a miniature state in order to include them in his collection. Beyond his high level of intelligence, Brainiac's mastery of technology is such that he can merge and manipulate complex systems with ease, often using it to outsmart even the most powerful enemies. Like this goofy goober designed a device capable of erasing 1,000 years of history and later on jeopardizing the universe. He even designed technology complex enough to scan and confirm a fifth dimension's presence. Driven by an unquenchable thirst for information and mastery, his intelligence is such that he can comprehend 490 octodecillion minds worth of information, 5.5 billion times larger than Earth's atoms.
Pathetic, isn't he? I was expecting more of a fight out of him, but in the end he was easily overwhelmed by the darkness.
Yippee, another tier list done. Anyways, yeah, here it is. Thanks for watching.